thing. Um, but I think it's true. I watched Duke, and Duke, first thing he wants is, we had chocolate cake for lunch today.
Yeah.
You know, bodies, yeah, as kids, we just like things for the joy of it, not for the judgment of it.
And then, like, so with the no judgment diet and this 3-day class, how do we unwind that? Like, what happens that helps us unwind that?
Wow. I get full body goosebumps when you ask me that question. I don't actually have a linear answer for you, because the reality is that we all somehow like twist ourselves into some form of reality. So the way that people unwind it, I mean, the quickest answer is choice, asking the right questions. But I think it's the willingness, because I'm an ex-psychologist, you're sort of an ex like energy junkie. Not that you're an ex-energy ex-psycho, like come from a background of, in order to change something, we need to dig into the past of it. And the no judgment diet, the only way that I discovered the fastest way to change a body is to actually look at the space in the future and choose from the present moment. So if you're looking at chocolate cake and you're at dinner, or you're at somebody's house and they're cooking for you, and your body gravitates towards the chocolate cake, most of us are programmed to go, oh, it's not polite to eat chocolate cake for dinner. Oh, I'll stand out. But yet your body is clearly giving you the energy of chocolate cake. And so it's literally like, what if the past and every judgment and every conclusion and every like plan and rule and program that we've ever been taught was actually what sticks us in the now? And so we unwind it from, I mean, like every class, because we've now done probably 40 classes in the last several years, and every single class, no matter what part of the world it's in, I am so shocked and surprised, but not shocked, of all of the different ways that the door gets open to people like having their aha moment, having their like whole body exhale and go, oh, oh my God, my 6-year-old can eat chocolate cake for dinner. And not just chocolate cake for dinner and then go into shame or regret or hiding or a sugar coma. It's more like chocolate cake for dinner, and I just lost 5 pounds because I'm following the lightness of what's actually true for me.
Yeah, so I also have a psychology background, done a lot of work on myself the hard way. I'm grateful for everything that I've done. And what makes this 3-day experience different than like a psychosomatic intensive?
Oh my gosh. Um, the quickest answer is that, what if we stop taking our bodies so seriously? Because the reality is, we like, I mean, you and I have talked about this and we play with this. It's like, a 6-year-old is not going to change by getting serious. And in fact, it's going to like depress them, make them sad. Maybe they'll throw a temper tantrum. And so why, I mean, the psychosomatic answer is from a psychosomatic place. It's like, let's ask the question, the energy comes up in the body, but then we're supposed to spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 hours, 10 years talking about the energy that came up. And from using the tools of access, because this 3-day adventure is based on the tools of access consciousness. And it's like, what if what if what if change could be fun? What if change could be quicker than you could ever imagine? So the difference is, you ask the question, the energy comes up, and you're like, I have no idea what that is, but it changes. And to watch people's faces, especially on camera or on video, change in person is amazing too. But there's something different when in a live class, everybody's facing me so I can see everyone. But in a class online, everybody gets to see everybody else's face. And so even as, like, let's say, you know, you're changing and your physical appearance is changing on camera, everybody else's physical appearance changes also as a result of what you're choosing.
Wow. Okay. So say more about that.
Well, so how many women do you know have a similar disposition from the way that you grew up? They wish they could just freaking eat chocolate cake all day long. And yet how many women judge themselves and judge that that's not an appropriate choice because they're adult, they should be slim, like your grandma told you, you know, well, you're not going to be able to eat chocolate cake eventually, especially if you start dating, right? You cut out a little bit during you sharing that experience. But it's like, how many women do you know that have the point of view that they have to eat appropriately and they have all these rules and regulations about their body, right? And so I think we're losing you again real quick, but if you choose to let go of your rule and you're like, oh my God, that's a lie, it's a lie, all of a sudden everyone around you, so what's cool is up to 350,000 people that we're connected to get free, but you're on a camera with everyone else and they're like, oh my God, that is a lie. And the reality is, like if you point out my crap where I'm stuck, which happened to us today, you were like pointing out my crap and I was getting upset, right? I have a much easier time seeing my crap when you're pointing it out to somebody else. So if I have a similar experience with someone else, it's much easier for me to see it in them than it is for me to admit that it's living in me.
Right. Yeah. So that's amazing.